What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be reacting to...
The Doors.
So, we're going to be reacting to Backdoor Man today. And this is from Chris Autry 9479.
What does he say? What's his whole sentence?
And he said, hope you guys do Backdoor Man next. I haven't seen you react to that yet. And so we're going to give you a heart right there. We're going to give you a like right there. And then we're going to react to that song.
If you're new here, we got a Big Doors playlist. Go check it out. Whenever he said when he saw this Backdoor Man, I was like, we did that one. Because, I mean, come on, that's a staple. And then whenever I saw we haven't done that one, I was like, we got to do that. And then we have these sunglasses whenever things get good on these songs. And this is the first time ever I will start the song off with these sunglasses already on. I love this song.
All right.
Backdoor Man is too good. Trust me.
Here we go. This is Backdoor Man by The Doors. Here we go. All right. Let's pause it right there. All right. This is a good song so far, like you said.
Oh yeah.
Man, they got that beat just doom doom doom, almost like Flash Gordon. Doom doom
Right,
doom
that's
doom
true,
doom
that's
doom
true.
doom. Just not as fast. But man, it's signature Doors though. So far, because I've never heard this song before. Well, I heard it in the movie. I barely recognize it from the movie.
Very,
the
very
Doors
well.
movie. Yeah.
He saw that about a year ago, maybe, and it was very, very portrayed very well by Val Kilmer. Val sings it though, so this is definitely sounds a lot different.
Oh, yeah, a lot better than Val Kilmer singing.
Yeah.
His voice is so good. It's classic Doors, like I was saying. You got the classic cheap sounding organ from Raymond Zarek. You got the guitar going on from their guitar. I don't know the guitarist's name. And then Jim Morrison, he has his classic vocals over it. Sounds very good. And you hear that snare in the left ear. That drums are going on in the left ear.
Yeah.
They really mixed this thing almost like a Beatles song, because the Beatles, you know, like they would put one instrument in this ear, one instrument in that ear, something up the middle. They kind of did that with this one. And man, it's really good so far. I'm liking it.
Yeah, I remember the drummer's name is Densmore and Robbie, which is very cool for the guitar player. They are, like you said. I know the word you sometimes will use.
I already know.
What is it?
In the pocket.
They are in the pocket.
They
right?
are in the pocket.
I mean, from the moment they do it, they don't ever leave it, and they kill it. But I really think that in this one, man, I saw one of the comments when we were looking through. Somebody was like, "Man, I was extremely obsessed with Jim Morrison," and a lot of people, I think I was one of them too, go through a Jim Morrison phase when we used to. We go through a phase when they were young, because when you discover him, you're just blown away by him. But this, to me, you're right. This is quintessential Doors. And
it's got that classic sound.
I think you could pick 5 or 10 of the best singers in the world to sing this song, and I don't think they would outdo Jim on this song. I think this song is stamped with Jim Morrison.
Yeah, and also with the organ, like the organ is if you get a bunch of like you get Pink Floyd's organ player, or you get I don't know, one of Elvis's organ players. You get a bunch of different organ. They're not gonna make something like this, you know.
Well, also what Jim does with his voice, the way that he sings and moans and groans, and the way the intricacies of how he, what do they call it, a crooner, I think is what they call it. The way that he sings is so bluesy. That's the type of person that would be able to sing this song. When I say you get the top 10 singers, you could get a one incredible blues singer and he could sing the song well. Because it's really a blues song, right?
It's very bluesy for sure.
All right, keep it going.
All right.
See why I have...
You mean eat your dinner, eat your pork and beans. I eat more chicken than any man ever seen. Yeah, yeah. I'm a backdoor man. Don't you know, but the little girls understand.
All right.
Dinsmore was good on them cymbals, boy. He
had a nice drum roll at the end.
He does. What all right, like I said, I've heard this song a lot. Go ahead and you can tell me what you thought about the second half.
Oh, I like the second half for sure. I like the solo. I like that whole arrangement right there. That was sounded very good. I like that. And also Jim's voice, he definitely was hitting some really crazy notes on this one. Really like taking up a lot of, I'm not sure how to explain it. Like he just sounded very full. Like his voice just sounded very full and vibrant, you know. And it kind of reminded me of Mick Jagger a little bit when he's kind of yelling at the top of his lungs a little bit. Like when Mick Jagger yells,
right.
I could kind of hear Jim and Mick Jagger. They kind of sound a little bit similar on this one, maybe to someone like Let It Bleed from Mick Jagger. But man, this is a great song. And I mean, I like the organ the most. That's what I like the most about the song. That doom 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 doom. Woo, that's nice. And the bass line, it's just a lot of good stuff going on. And then you got the drums in the left ear.
And just think, Ray, go ahead.
You got the drums in the left ear. And yeah, it's just really good. What are you
And
gonna
just
say?
remember, Ray Manzarek is playing 2 levels of keyboard. He's playing the bass himself.
You think? You
I know.
sure?
Yes, he's playing bass with one
But
hand.
the bass kind of
and
sounds
the
a
organ,
little bit like a bass guitar, so it's a bass organ.
It's him. Yes, he's playing the
That's
bass and he's playing the
crazy.
organ. He's doing both, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Crazy. Yeah.
Even though it
So that
does,
means that my 2 favorite parts
are him or Ray. Yeah, I wonder who wrote it. It might have been Ray. You never know. But the I also like the theme of the song, the Backdoor Man. Like what do you think
remember
it means?
Led Zeppelin said, "I want to be your backdoor man."
Yeah.
Remember what did he say it on?
Yeah.
I think it was "Whole Lot of Love" or something. But
Yeah,
he said it
yeah.
on one of the songs. I think off Led Zeppelin too. But
Yeah.
he references it as well. And when I think of Backdoor Man, I think of Robert Plant saying it. But now I might think of Jim Morrison. You know?
I never really thought about Robert saying it, but now I remember him saying it.
It sounds so good in that song.
I know
too.
that could have a couple of meanings, but I always thought the simplest is that when one guy leaves, he comes in the back door. Like he's a backdoor man. Like the dude just because he says it and he's like, man, I think he says men. He kind of mumbles it, but he's like, men don't know, but the girls understand. I'm a backdoor man.
Yeah, and Robert Plant said it on Whole Lot of Love. So
Right.
you know,
So we know they're both.
have to do with the same thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was good. What did you like the most about it? What's your favorite part?
I like Jim because, like you said, Jim was. I think this was an early album. Jim's voice was super strong, and what I like about this song is that number one, Jim would sing with such poetry. But to add to what you said is that he would sing past his range.
Yeah, he sounds
And his
fundamentally
voice would break.
it sounds incorrect, and from probably a singing.
Like an instructor
a
would be
singing
like, you
coach-
can't do that.
A singing coach, would be like, that's incorrect. Don't do that.
Right.
But it still sounds really really good.
I like that, and
Yeah.
I like that they may have had a couple of takes where he didn't break up his voice, and I like that they always allowed that because it was so raw and real. As like I like sometimes whenever you hear a singer singing and you can hear them taking their breath, like you hear them going before they take their breath. Sometimes they'll be like, "No, we're just gonna edit that out."
A lot of people
She
do
actually
that.
doesn't even breathe.
A lot of people do that.
I like that because then you can really hear the human part of them trying to, okay, get ready, I'm about to belt this note out.
Yeah.
Like with Eminem, we
Yeah.
hear them super long.
I was just
raps.
about to say, because Eminem will have no breaths during like a whole minute long verse.
Yes.
But then there's people like Kanye, and I've heard Kanye in heel rap. I can totally hear his breaths. He leaves them in.
Yes, he
like I'll
does.
hear him breathe.
Yeah.
Between he's not even saying that much, and I'll hear him
sometimes
breathe.
he'll stutter and sometimes he'll clear his throat.
Yeah, so he leaves a lot more in than Eminem trying
I think
to be
that's
so
just.
perfect.
I think that's just our preferences.
Yeah.
Some people love it,
And this song, and a lot of it, you can hear some mistakes. Like Ray Manzarek, like there's a couple times where his notes were a little short, or maybe he played a wrong note or something. But I mean,
Yeah.
you would expect him to if he's playing like this on a on an organ, but. And the guitar, I mean, it just doesn't sound like robots playing it. Kind of like
Thank goodness.
like Classless Act, kind of sounds.
Man,
a
you
little
just
bit.
gonna call out the band?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
yeah, I'm calling out. They there are bands like Use Your Illusion, from Guns N' Roses as well.
Sure.
They
We got it
kind of
behind us, yeah.
They kind of, but I still love.
Yeah.
I still love the album though.
Right, but where we almost say they're overproduced.
They're very overproduced.
Right.
yes.
That, to the point where it's like
Where
I
it
don't know if you've
almost
ever
doesn't
seen-
sound human.
I don't know if you've ever seen the Guns N' Roses like list of contributors. Boy, we got the CD. That thing's like
Especially for Use Your Illusion.
So
Engineered by
many
blank, blank,
people.
blank, 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 blank. Mixed by all these people. It's a lot of people that go into that
Yes.
those things.
But with
for
this, it was just those four
it
dudes.
was not a lot. It was not. It couldn't have been as much. Maybe one producer, and that was
Some
it.
of the greatest music of all time, and when I heard this, it makes me want to go back and listen to all my favorite Doors. To me, it's some of the best music of the '60s. I mean,
Yeah,
you could argue they're in the top for sure 3 of the '60s. But okay, there were some great bands, but they're going to be in the top tiers.
They had definitely some of the best songs ever, which I think you can say for the end
Right.
is in that conversation for sure.
Right, for best song of all time.
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. And,
Yeah.
And L.A. Woman, I wouldn't say is like the best song of all time, but man, it's a banger. It is a banger.
I think. Would you say this? I think you could. Oh, this is hard. Could you say that L.A. Woman is on the same level of Bang Hood as Freebird?
Oh, that's an interesting one.
I think Freebird just barely.
I think Freebird beats it.
Barely
but
beats it out.
I think it does, but I think
But they're
LA Woman
similar.
is still.
There's a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
But again, that goes back to Freebird had like how many people were in Leonard Skinner? Like 12 musicians in there. That's not
true.
fair.
They had like 8 members.
Dude, Ray's doing double duty.
Yeah.
So you got to give.
And was
them-
it like L.A. Woman? Was he in the bathroom or something? And when he sung that song or something?
Yeah, right. He was so tore up. He was just
and
sitting
I think
there.
that's the best his voice ever sounded out of any song.
Was
That's,
L.A. Woman?
That's my favorite voice tone from Jim Morrison is L.A. Woman, and it's from a bathroom. On the toilet.
When they were filming Jaws, they could never get the shark to work right, and every day we hear the shark's not working. And one day it's like we got the shark working, and then they would film. That's how it probably was with Jim Morrison. They were like, "Did y'all record any? Not today, not today." And then one day they were like, "I don't
Just
know."
get a
We
fire verse.
We sat him up, and he sung, and we got it.
Yeah, no, they didn't just get it though. They would get just
Yes.
pure gold.
Yes, we
Especially
can't,
on L.A. Woman.
we can't wait so long to do another Doors song. They're all so good, man. This is a phenom song. I love Backdoor Man.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
Comment down below what we should react to next from the Doors because
Yeah.
honestly, there was not many that suggestions in the last one. So if you comment something and suggest, you're probably gonna get chosen.
Look at
So,
our playlist first. We did the music's over. We did the end. So we
LA
did some of the
Woman.
big. We did L.A. Woman. We've done some of the big ones. We
Yeah.
did. Oh my gosh, not to touch.
Not to touch the earth. We
and
did do
also
that.
the sun. What is that one? Waiting for the sun. We did that one.
Yeah.
Oof. We've done a lot of good ones, guys.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, just comment that, what you want to
Yeah.
see next. And I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction to Backdoor Man by The Doors. And we're going to see you guys in the next video. And we're out. Peace.